she wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over, he in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Ay, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People let the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-Lo, time to bring the bass dirt. Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tennessee Titans. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, 8, read. 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Check pass. Shift. Kick the edge. Go. 61, matchbox lights. Speed grip.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That escapes, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Let's get off the field, D.
Back to throw. He's got Fuller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, wahoo! 55, right there in the middle, 55. Arnie. Hey, check five.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. Go. Mike 55.
Gotta do better.
Yes.
Check, 55 to Mike.
Check.
2nd and 11. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Zoo. 55's Mike, guys, 55. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Zoo.
They're going to look to throw, and that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 54. Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day. Check 3.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
2nd and 3. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bryant. He's got his man on the crossing route. He got 29 yards that time.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight to the right, boy. Tight to the right. Move.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Bryant. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, Bryant. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
Here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Mike's 50. 65. 65.
Hey, Delta.
59. 50.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mike 50, Mike 50. I got you, boy. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
I'm coming.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, high 7.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Ready up.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Silver.
Smooth.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Mike's 5-4. Check.
Right.
54.
Get.
He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez Scantling. A good pickup there, 26 yards. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Set up. 30 base.
Not today, you are.
Set up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
And Lobo.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Coming to you.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Hey, Echo. Blue draw Corkers.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
They going to need some.
2nd and 6. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 16.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Squeeze. Hey, foxtrot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Bravo.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. I got it.
5.
2nd and 13. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Here we go, 50, Mike 50.
Here we go. Go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Max Box.
Elliott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jayon Brown just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
Looking to throw. Bryant. It's caught here by Adams. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
60 outlaw. X3, 218, chop. Hey, exit. Snap.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't alpha.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, tighten down.
Get it.
Second and 10. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Hey, wahoo!
Looking to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball to this first half, but he's got a first down here.
Hey, Zoo!
Let's go, D.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready to break.
54. Mike 54. You got nothing there. You got nothing.
Hey, Delta. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Johnny Smith. Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
55 is my guy. 55.
Speed grip.
They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. It's complete to Fuller. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. 10th carry now for Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
But it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Bryant eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Come on here. Come get some. Go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Hey, 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 hey.
Mike's 50.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Five.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Shoot.
Now back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They start on the ground with Elliott. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Back to throw. Bryant. And that's Elliott. Complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They'll run it with Elliott, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll run it now out of the gun, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 30 base.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Hey, Echo.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Hey, lock it.
Check 50. Check 50.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And this one complete to Smith. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Hey, Haywood. Let's go get it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Don't get nervous.
Bravo.
Here we go, 50-50. Mike 50.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
Go.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, Charlie. Yo, Cheetah.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sideline?
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They're going to look to throw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Here we go. 60 or.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. 50, plant.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Deep rip.
Back to throw now on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bryant. He completes it to Bryant. Give him 6 yards in the first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bryant. Throwing right, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Elliott running right. Elliott a first down and more. And he gets this one down to the 24. A gain there of 21 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 50. Mike 50. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the gun, Bryant. That one complete to Elliott. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
50, Mike. Oh, you got deep?
Mike 50, Mike 50. Bring it.
Back to throw. Bryant. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Kill.
Wide, get wide. Use your focus.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh?
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
61, matchbox, light 5.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career, hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
50, Mike 50.
Watch the slant. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Target. Trump.
On 1st down, Bryant. The left side throw complete to Adams. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Check 99. Check 99.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Ready? Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. 3 down.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Off. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's a party now. It's a party now. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
On 4th down, Bryant. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, wahoo! Toss him down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Ready.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
And Juice. Go.
Crunch time, defense. Mike's 50. Who that?
Get it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half.